Hello, this is Jacole Todd, and I am coming to you today to talk to you about engaged believers. Engaged believers is a vision that God gave me about 15 years ago. Yes, you heard that right. I said 15 years ago, not 15 days ago, 15 months ago, but it was 15 years ago. And 15 years ago, when God gave me this vision, I wasn't ready to go forward in it the way that He had for me to go forward in it. So finally, He's allowing me to go forward in Engaged Believers, and I am excited about Him allowing me to launch Engaged Believers in the way that He has for me to do it. So get into it. Engaged Believers is for people who are believers, people who have a relationship with God, but it's also for people who may not have a relationship with God. It's maybe for people who want to know more about God, know who He is, understand His word more, want to connect with people who are seeking to do the same thing. That's who Engaged Believers is for. Years ago, God gave me my purpose, and my purpose is to help God's people, to help His people to connect with Him, to get to know who He is. And I am very passionate about people knowing who God is and really truly being able to grow in His in the relationship with Him and to apply His word to their lives in their everyday life. That is what my passion is, and that is what Engaged Believers is all about. Is helping people, being a resource, being a tool for people to be able to connect to Engaged Believers, to engage with Engaged Believers in order to grow. There are so many resources that are out here, so many people who are on YouTube, so many messages that are out here. It's so much good stuff that's out here, but the challenge is knowing how to apply what's out here, knowing how to kind of, take some steps back and to do it. Just this morning, I heard a message from a lady who I've heard of before, but I've never listened to a message from her before. And that message that I listened to this morning blessed me. But as it blessed me, now I'm like, okay, God, how do I apply this word to my life? What do I need to do, or how do I apply these principles to my life? And that's what Engaged Believers is here to help us to do as we're walking on this journey with God, is to apply His word to our lives, to truly be able to live out Christianity and also get to know God, whether regardless of where you are on that journey. And so I invite you to come along with me on this Engaged Believers journey. I hope that it's something that blesses your life. Listen to the messages. And like I said, I'm new, to this vision, being able to go forward in it. So let me know your feedback. This is a resource that is for you, is for people who really want to know God, who really want to grow in God, or people who are just interested in things about God, talking about things that we don't normally get a chance to talk about, addressing things that are in His word, not getting deep, but the practical. How do you apply it? How do you live it out? So again, let me know your feedback. I am super excited about Him allowing me to go forward in this vision. And so thank you so much for listening to me today.